Okay, so Overtime just recently made a video about Kai Sotto, who is one of my favorite players outside of the NBA, and we want to see how he's improving, and we want to see what kind of a workout he does on a daily basis. So let's check this out. Okay, so first off, what are we looking at? Well, what we're looking at is, of course, some quick, nice core hip style exercises. This is really good because, of course, this is really going to help when it comes to his ability in the low post. But also what we're seeing right here is foot speed. I really wanted to see foot speed, and of course that is what he is improving. This is fantastic news. We wanted to see him improve footwork. We wanted to see him improve his foot speed, and that's what we're seeing. So here we're actually seeing him work his lower back, his hips. This is absolutely fantastic. This is what's going to allow him to jump higher when it comes to being able to dunk and dominate. This again, right here, all working on vertical jump. Now this next one is going to be a little bit different. What we're seeing is, of course, that upper back. And what that's going to be allowing him to do, in my opinion, is his ability to turn when it comes to really closing out, really hooking that player into the low post. That this exercise right here is going to allow him to do that. Now this next one, people are saying, oh, it's foot speed, it's grapevine, whatever. No, it's actually just, it's a stretch. It's a really good stretch. Now we're actually seeing him go back into foot speed drills. This is extremely important, especially for Kai Sotto, because he needs to really work on his foot speed. Here, what he was doing was, of course, the patter and then a quick turn and sprint. That is fantastic. That is what we need to see. And if you're a center who is struggling with foot speed, that's one of the drills that you can do. Now, why would a player be working on his upper shoulder right here, what I call lats? Basically, this is going to allow you to be able to really jump higher. It's a momentum muscle, but also especially when you're trying to go up with contact, you're getting players hacking down on your arm and you're trying to go up for a dunk or a layup or whatever. That strength up there is extremely important. Now here we're actually seeing him really work his core. Push-ups do work your core as well. The only thing is we can see that his core is slightly weak for how much his hips are moving up and down when he's doing these push-ups. Then he gets onto the basketball court. He's working on his shooting, which is extremely important. I'm kind of concerned about how narrow his hand is on the ball. I would personally rather have his hand really spread out, because then that limits that ball side to side movement. However, at the same time, I'm not his trainer, so that's just me. And also, he doesn't exactly have a nice follow through there. It slightly turns off towards that right side, but again, that's totally okay. He's going to be working on things like this, really working on dribble handoff motions, quick step backs, things like that. This is what we really wanted to see. He is going to be not just a low post killer in the NBA, hopefully in the NBA, but also a very good player who can come off of those screen and rolls, off of those dribble handoffs, and be able to pull up for a shot. Here we go with him using a dribble handoff once again, pulling up for a shot. That's a nice shot. Nice make. Now here he's getting physical. This is good. You really want to have a trainer who is, when you're an older person like this, not when you're like 10 years old, 11 years old, but you really want to have a trainer when you're older who will make contact with you if you're a player who's going to be having a lot of contact on you, which is generally going to be a forward or a center. Point guards don't usually get a lot of contact on them. Some trainers will use the pads. It's totally up to that trainer. When it's a guard, especially somebody my size, I'm not going to be making any contact with them because they're going to be on their butts. But if it's somebody who's over 6'4", 6'5", that's when I can start having some contact with that player and they can get used to in-game actions. Now this next one, again, we have a coach who is essentially playing token defense, one dribble, step back, or a sidestep. Nice movements that we have here. We can see this where he goes and rips through. It's a fantastic move. Here we have again him orchestrating that dribble handoff, and then of course they do cut it, but he would have rolled off and he would have pulled up for that shot on the wing. Here we have a shot fake, one dribble, and of course a pull-up. These are all super quick video clips that we're seeing, because most likely they don't want people to really know what type of drills that they're running with him, which is kind of curious, but at the same time, he needs to have his privacy anyways. He goes back to the weight room, works on those same drills one more time, and that's his, essentially what seems to be his morning. After getting back onto the course, shooting some shots, you really have to remember that if you want to make the NBA, you have to make it a full-time job. If you're still in high school, obviously you have to do 8 hours of school. You need to get good grades to be able to go on to college and university. However, you have to remember that there is 24 hours in a day. If you divide 24 by 3, that is 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of basketball, 8 hours of school. Of course, you can overlap some. You can get some school in with that 8 hours of basketball. And let's say you had a lot of homework, but generally 8, 8, and 8 will allow you to succeed. Remove all of the distractions. Girlfriends, you have to explain to them, hey, like, I have a chance of going pro. I want to try and do it. We can still hang out, but remember, I'm trying to make millions someday. I'm trying to fulfill my dreams. Now, this next drill is super simple. Just a quick through the legs. Hops, just a quick jump, a quick hop, and then a go up for a shot. These are all very good drills. Swipe through, pull up, shot. These are all very simple moves. These are simple things that he's going to be doing in game anyways. And then we can fast forward through, and again, same thing, except this time it's going to be a high rip, and then one dribble step back. Nice, simple moves, because that's what he's going to be doing in game. When you're 7 feet tall, unless your name is Chet Holmgren, you're not going to be handling the ball all that much. You want to know quick one dribble crossovers where you can get through a player or around a player, or maybe just a quick one dribble step back, and you can get through a lot of different defenses and not really handle the ball all that much. And then, of course, he goes into what's called hot yoga. This is actually quite interesting. Now, what is hot yoga? It's when you're doing yoga and it's hot, like a sauna. And why would you want to do something like this? Well, the reason why you would want to do hot yoga is, of course, when you're doing hot yoga, it's actually a very good cardio for you, because now you're trying to get into those different stretching motions, and because it's so hot, it's making your body sweat. You're going to be really working that cardiovascular system, trying to take in enough oxygen so that your body can just basically live. And that's what happens when it's a really hot room. And some of these stretches are extremely good. I don't personally do yoga. I would probably blow up every single joint that I've got. I'm not very flexible. But if I was personally right now trying to get into the NBA, I would be definitely doing stuff like yoga, because that's going to really make you flex out. That's going to allow you to stretch out. That's going to be basically allow you to be able to get through a lot of different ball handling motions on the court. Really try to move your body in different ways, your shoulders, to get those fakes down. And then, of course, it reduces injuries as well. So definitely something, if you're a player, to look into doing. Now, of course, what we see here is, of course, pool workouts. Why are pool workouts fantastic? It's because now what you're seeing with the pool is you are getting resistance from all sides. You can work on your jumping, your vertical jump training. You can work on all of that in the pool, and it's a lot lighter on your joints. It's a lot easier on your joints, but also it's resistance from all levels. I really believe that they're probably not showing us everything that they're doing in this video, because there's a lot of stuff that once I get a pool, I'm going to be showing you how to do, because the pool workouts are extremely amazing. Something else that we don't see in this video is sand workouts. Sand workouts are ridiculously amazing as well. And remember, we need to get our protein and carbs, everything, to be able to last another day. After your workout, take some protein. Maybe not necessarily a protein powder. Some people that's okay, other people it's not. Definitely know what you are taking in. I suggest stuff like chicken, milk, things like that. Soy milk, that's another good one. Cashew milk, anything like that is fantastic. As long as it has protein, you're set. You're generally wanting to get, after a workout, depending on how hard of a workout it is, between 5 and 30 to 40 grams of protein. It really does come down to your workout that you did. Also, carbs are important. Carbs will allow you as a player to be able to outlast other players. Your body burns carbs to be able to exert the energy in your workout. So you want to essentially have carbs before a workout, and then you want to have protein after, and that's going to really help your body succeed. Anyways, that's this video today. That is a day in the life of Kai Sotto according to Overtime, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.